Hello there, how are you? If you are watching this, you are watching the replay or you are watching on my YouTube channel. My name is Valerie and I'm an independent paparazzi consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. I am Crown Club 5, I am a director with Paparazzi Accessories, and I am currently Life of the Party Silver, on track to be Life of the Party Gold. So if you are watching this, we are going to be talking about how to diversify your sales and multiple ways to sell paparazzi accessories to help increase your profits. If you want to see more videos, click the subscribe button at the bottom and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can see all types of videos regarding paparazzi accessories and how to be successful in your business. So with that being said, I want to talk about all the different ways that you can sell paparazzi accessories. So the most common and the most popular way is selling through social media. So there are multiple social media platforms. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have your Snapchat, TikTok. I don't know, there's probably a lot more cooler social media platforms out there. Those are the 4 that I know of, and I try to sell and or advertise on all 4 platforms. So I sell on Facebook and I advertise on Instagram and TikTok. I don't use Snapchat, but I'm sure you can also advertise on Snapchat as well. How I do that with my advertisements is for TikTok, I tend to make videos of showing pieces of jewelry, like little sneak pieces, and then I link my shopping account to my TikTok videos, and I do the same thing for Instagram and Facebook. I tend to advertise a lot on my Facebook stories. So I will post pictures of my jewelry, like a little teaser picture of my jewelry. I post it on my Instagram stories, I post it on my Facebook stories, and I always link my business page and or my shopping link. So that's one way to advertise on your social media. The other thing that you can do is shop via Facebook using Facebook Live. So Facebook Live is the most popular way to sell paparazzi accessories. I usually go live off of my business page. So I do have a business page that I created with Facebook. I do also have a VIP group. A lot of people say that you can sell on your personal profile, but I want to say it's actually against Facebook policy to sell on your personal profile. So I always sell on my business page and I share it. I share it to my personal profile, or I'll share it to my VIP group. The more you go live, the more viewers you will get, the more you will sell, and the more your algorithm will increase in your favor. I know going live is scary, but it is the most popular way to sell. It's the way most people understand how to buy, and it's gonna give you the most profit. So the first and most important way is Facebook Lives consistently. Now there's different ways that you can go live on Facebook. You can go live face to face like the way I'm talking to you now, and you can show the pieces up front and center on your live, or you can do like flash sale lives. And flash sales means that you would flip the camera and you would have your jewelry up on a pegboard or a table, and you would just go through the pieces on your pegboard or your table really fast, and then you would just put numbers on your pieces so that way your customers know how to claim the pieces in your flash sale. I always think it's good to start your flash sale and end your flash sale showing your face, because it does create a personal approach and it makes it, a little bit more interactive with your customers, but it is a quicker, faster way for you to sell jewelry. I think the more you go live, the more your algorithm will increase and it will show more customers to you. So that is one way, a couple ways to sell on Facebook. The other ways you can sell is messenger groups or messenger party. So a lot of my VIP girls that consistently buy every week, I created a messenger group for them, and it's basically like a group chat, but it's on Facebook. And every single time I shop, so I shop Monday through Friday, and every day after I shop, I drop stock photos of everything that I purchased in that messenger group. And what I do is I add a number to the stock photo. So I go into my photos on my phone. You can edit your photos and there's a text option. I just type a number in there, so that way they can claim in my messenger group. And every single day at 3 o'clock in my messenger group, I drop photos of what I purchased 2 hours before. So I shop at 1 o'clock because I'm Mountain Time. If you are Eastern Time, new releases will drop at 3 o'clock. Central Time, new releases will drop at 2 o'clock. Mountain, new releases will drop at 1, and then Pacific, new releases drop at 12. Shop fast because they sell out quickly. And then I drop them in my messenger group, and my girls will buy them right then and there. So how I run my, the way I run my business is every single day I drop new releases in that messenger group. They are sold right away. Whatever did not sell, I put into my live, and I go live and I sell those pieces. Whatever does not sell in my live, I create a flash sale, and then I do a flash sale of those pieces. Whatever does not sell in the flash sale, then I do the next thing that we're going to talk about, and that's an album drop. So album drops are stock photos of the pieces that you purchase or photos that you take yourself. I love taking my own photos. If you're able to, I think it's a really good thing because everyone sees stock photos. When you take pictures of your photos, it shows them in a different light. It makes them look a little bit different, and it might be a little bit more appealing to your customers when they see different pictures of the photos. So an album drop is photos of your jewelry that you would drop in your VIP group or your business page. And then they just will comment mine or sold or claim or whatever word you want them to use to claim your pieces, they can claim in the album drops. So we talked about live sales, flash sales, pre-claims, album drop. That's already four different ways of selling. The fifth way is your website. So Paparazzi gives you a free replicated website of all of the products that they have available. If you share your website to your customers and they shop Paparazzi's website, Paparazzi will ship the pieces directly to them, and you still get your 45% commission. The only difference is Paparazzi will pay that out to you once a month. I believe on the 20th of each month is when Paparazzi will pay your commission out. They will not pay you your commission out unless it's $20 or more. So if your commission is below $20, then it'll roll over to the following month when you get more commissionable sales. But that's another way. Another way on top of that, so you have Paparazzi's replicated website that you can share out, or you can create your own website with the inventory that you have on hand. So if your inventory is starting to grow, I don't recommend creating a website until you start ordering multiples of items. And when I mean multiples, I mean 3 or more. Even 2 or more is okay, but 2 still sells out really fast. When you start ordering 3 or more pieces, like 3 of this piece, that's when I start recommending that you create an inventory. And there's different websites out there that you can use to create, an inventory website. There's Square. So Square is free. So that's a free website creator where you can input all of your inventory, turn it into a website absolutely free. There is Shopify. Shopify does charge a monthly fee. There is Buy It Live, I believe, is another one. There's Comment Sold. There is, there's a lot of them out there. Those are just a few off the top of my head. You can also create a website through like Wix or things like that. But I like Square. Square's free. If you're starting off as a new consultant and you want to build a website, I think Square is a really good one to start with. And then the other ones, as you're starting to increase your website, increase your sales, then gravitating towards the websites that charge a monthly fee might be a little bit more for you. I always say you get what you pay for. So Square's free, but there's a little bit more work and a little bit more steps into putting your website together. Whereas when you start going into these paid websites, you're paying a monthly fee, but they do a little bit more work for you on the back end, which is a little bit less of your time that you're putting in to create your website. So again, there's, pros and cons. If you don't mind putting in the extra work for it being free, then I recommend Square. I use Comment Sold. I think Comment Sold is one of the more expensive websites that are out there, but they do a lot of work on the back end for you, which I find is worth it for me. I personally don't recommend you purchasing Square until your sales are about $5,000 a month or more. Just because Square is very expensive. It's at least $100 to $200 a month. So if you're not making that in profit, or like way more than that in profit, you're just going to be giving all of your profits to Common Sold, and that's just not worth it, right? So I recommend starting off with the free websites and working up to the ones that charge when your sales are increasing. But that's just my opinion, totally my opinion. It is your business and you work it how you feel comfortable. And these are all just suggestions on what you can do to increase your business. The next thing that we're going to talk about is hostess parties. So hostess parties are the best way to network your business. And how I ask for hostesses is I ask my customers, I ask my Facebook friends, my coworkers, my neighbors, my, kid mom friends that I have with my kids, practice people that I see, during my kids' practices and things like that. And I create a Facebook group and I do like a pre-party in the Facebook group. And that pre-party, I introduce myself. I kind of get to know my hostesses guests. We kind of have like that little personal relationship building. And then I add them into my live show and they shop in my live show. And then I give out hostess rewards to my hostess based on how many pieces were cleaned in the live that their guests attended to. So that's another way to sell. And I have a whole training on how to get hostesses. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can look at my videos. And I do have a training on how to get hostesses and how to run hostess parties. Another way to sell is a basket party. So basically a basket party or a boutique in a box. You can get like a Rubbermaid, or not like a Rubbermaid, but like a Tupperware basket, like a bigger one. Mine is about yay high. And I just put like command strips around the top and I hang my necklaces in the command strips. And then I just get Tupperware boxes. And then in my Tupperware boxes, I put bracelets in there. I put earrings in there, rings. And then I just put some of the, and then in the basket party, I just put like 20 or so of the Paparazzi shopping bags. I put my business card in there. So I preload the shopping bags with a business card that has a QR code to my website. I preload it with a flyer on how to sign up for Paparazzi accessories. Ooh. And then I also preload it with another flyer on how to host a party. All of them have QR codes to click that's going to take them to get more information. I feel like a QR code on a flyer is going to be a little bit more useful than just a regular flyer with information. So I preload the shopping bags with those receipts, and then I put them in the basket and then I put an inventory tracker of everything that's in the basket that I gave to my hostess, and then I give it to my hostess for a week and they take it with them everywhere they go. They take it to work, they take it to practice, they take it to meetings, they take it to gatherings at their families' houses, and then they let their families shop and pay, and they can pay her cash, or I give her all of my ways that I pay, that they can pay me virtually. So like my Facebook Pay, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. I have QR codes for all of those on a sheet of paper, and they can click the QR code. They can pay me digitally, or they can pay my hostess cash. And then your hostess just brings the basket party back to you a week later. And then you basically will go through it, track the inventory, count the cash. I give double hostess rewards for my basket parties because they're doing more work. They're selling the jewelry for me. So I feel like they should earn a little bit more jewelry because they're doing that extra work. So I do double hostess rewards for my basket parties. That's another way to sell. You can give away your hostess rewards for those that you get when you're shopping Paparazzi. For every 10 pieces you get, they give you a hostess reward. I save those and I give those out. And then I also give them an opportunity to pick from my inventory for free, and then I just credit back. I do a credit for them just to kind of mark it for my taxes. So that's how I do my hostess rewards. That's just for me. You can do them however you feel comfortable for you. Another way to sell is garage sale style. So what I do is I get the garage sale, like construction paper, poster board paper. I write down $5 jewelry sale and I do the arrows. I hang them around my neighborhood, just like if I was having a garage sale on a Saturday morning. I usually do it on Saturday mornings because that's when people are looking for garage sales. And I put up my jewelry. I put them up on my pegboards. I put them up on my table. I stick it out in my front yard, and I'll sit outside and I'll sell my jewelry for from 8 to 12 on a Saturday. and I do garage sale style. So that's another way that you can sell. Another way to sell is a vendor event. So you can look up vendor events on social media. You can look them up. I think your local city website also has vendor events that pop up. Some of them you have to pay a vendor fee. I try to start off with the ones where the vendor fees are a little minimal. There is a catch with that. There can only be one paparazzi consultant per vendor event. So when you sign up for a vendor event, just make sure there's no other paparazzi consultants that have already signed up, because sometimes vendors that are creating the vendor event don't know that. So just make sure you're the only paparazzi accessories person there. And if there is someone, so let's say you sign up for a vendor event and they're like, oh, you know what, we already have someone for paparazzi, give them your name and your phone number anyway, because if that person backs out and they don't do the vendor event, they're going to call you and they're going to say, hey, my paparazzi person bailed. Are you still up for doing the vendor event this Saturday? And then they have you as a second in case there's someone already there. And vendor events, I always, would take things like this to your vendor event, so that way they have ways to continue shopping with you when they are shopping your pieces when you go to a vendor event. Another way to shop is piece of the day. So you can pick pieces from the paparazzi website or from your inventory, take a photo of it, like 2 to 3 pieces. Maybe they match each other and they're like a little set, and you can drop it in your VIP group. You could drop it on your business page. You can drop it in your Facebook stories, your Instagram stories, or your personal profile, and you can post it that way. You can send a link to the website where they can purchase that piece, or they can comment, mine or claim or sold, and you can sell piece of the day. You can do sets, like a sets album drop where you're coordinating your pieces that you have and making your own coordinating sets. You can take stock photos. You can take your own photo of the set. I have my jewelry bust and I have like a little display. I stick it in front of my backdrop and I take a nice photo. You can always go outside in your backyard. You can photograph it in front of like a pretty tree or on a table. I've even seen people photograph it on their floor in their kitchen because their tile just looks really pretty, and they'll lay it on the tile and they'll photograph it on that. I also do photographs of I have a wooden desk. I'll lay them on my wooden desk and I'll do photographs that way. So you can do that and then drop those sets of the day, and they can shop that way. Let's see, another way you can shop is schools. So you can go to schools and you can take it to, you can set up in the teacher's lounge and you can hang out in the teacher's lounge. And as the teachers are coming in and having their lunch, you have like a little pop-up that they can shop from you there. You can do church, like parking lot parties. So at church, so after church, you're talking to your church friends and they can come to your car, and you have your trunk open and you have your pieces in the backseat of your car, and you can sell that way. Let's see, another way you can sell is a bling bag. So Paparazzi has a really beautiful bling bag that's in the back office. It's like $35, and there's little clear slots in front of the bag where you can display the pieces of jewelry. You can take your bling bag with you everywhere you go, and if people are complimenting you on your earrings, you have extras in your bling bag. You can say, hey, I actually sell these. I have a pair right now. They're $5, and you can sell it right then and there to them. I use my bling bag for advertising, so if they compliment me on my jewelry, I'll usually will stuff my bling bag with hostess rewards, and I'll pull out a hostess reward and I'll pull out one of my QR codes and I'll stick it in like a little bag and I'll give it to them, and then I'll just tell them I'm on Facebook, and I'll try to see if I can get them to just join my Facebook business page right then and there. So that's another way that you can sell. So these are all different ways. I think we talked about at least 12 different ways that you can sell paparazzi. It doesn't just have to be Facebook Live. Again, Facebook Live is the most popular way. I highly recommend that you try a Facebook Live. I know it's nerve-wracking, I know it's scary, but it's actually easier than you think it's gonna be. But I hope those are ways that you find beneficial for you to grow your business and how you can diversify yourselves and help increase your profits. If you have any questions about any of the things that I talked about today, feel free to put them in the comments and I can try to answer your questions as best as possible. If you are not a paparazzi consultant yet, but you're kind of playing around with it, doing some research, watching some videos, and you happen to stumble across me and you're interested in joining my team, send me a message and I would love to talk to you more about the paparazzi opportunity. I hope this was beneficial and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.